Hey everyone, it's Tracy Martirana here from Holistic Wellness with Tracy. Today I'm inviting you into my kitchen while I make vegetable green curry. I'm starting by prepping some rice, just rice and water on the stove to cook up while I start the curry. I have a very large skillet. This is probably like an 18-inch skillet that I'm using. Put in a little bit of oil and then I'm dicing up an onion, letting that cook, begin to get a little soft. Added a little bit of water just so the onions don't burn. While the onions are cooking, I am going to chop my carrots and then also chop a small zucchini. You can use whatever vegetables you like and have on hand. I'm trying to go with a slight spring theme here because I'm going to be adding asparagus. I had hoped to add snow peas, but unfortunately my grocery store didn't have them. So, we're using what we have. Now for the asparagus, the first thing I always do is just sort of grab a couple stalks by the end and see where they break. And then I know where that woody end stops and the soft part starts. And that's how I know what to cut off and what to leave. I'm adding my carrots first and allowing them to cook for a while. Essentially, I'm going to add my vegetables in the order in which I think they need longer to cook. So the onions need a bit more time than the carrots need more time than the zucchini, and therefore that's how I'm putting it all in. Because if you go ahead and put the asparagus in right away, it's going to be kind of soft and mushy by the time you're done cooking, and I really want my veggies to still have just a little bit of al dente, not necessarily crisp, but I don't want them mushy. While the carrots are cooking, I chopped up some tofu. You can add it or skip it. And then I also just peeled some garlic cloves, doing a little prep work while the veggies are cooking. Checking on my rice, it is looking like it's done, so I'm going to just turn the fire off and set that aside while I continue to work on my veggies. Adding in now my asparagus, stirring it around, letting that cook. And then once the veggies are starting to get soft, I'm going to grate in some ginger. I keep a chunk of peeled ginger in my freezer, so then I can just microplane it very easy right into the pan and then put the chunk back in the freezer for the next time. Mincing up some garlic, getting that stirred in, letting that cook for a couple minutes. And then I'm adding my curry paste. This is green curry paste. You can also get red curry paste. Red is a little bit spicier, but I wouldn't consider it spicy, but it's a little on the spicier side. And then I'm adding, for just a little bit of additional flavor, just a teaspoon or two of brown sugar, and then this coconut milk, which you do have to be careful because it can be a little messy getting it out of the can. I stir that all in. And then I add just a half a cup of water. And because I like things spicy and I'm using green curry, I'm also adding some red pepper flakes. You can skip that if heat is not your thing. I also encourage you to check out my blog post for other ideas of things that you could add to this curry. Right now I'm adding tofu because I wanted some protein in it, but I wanted to keep it vegetarian. You could add some leftover chicken, that might be good here. And then cilantro to flavor it up. I'm just pulling off some leaves, getting rid of the big stems, chopping it up, and then chopping or slicing up a lime. I'm going to add a little bit of lime juice later for some freshness. And then a couple good handfuls of baby spinach. I'm just going to cover this and let it wilt for a few minutes. So my vegetables are soft, my spinach is wilted. I'm adding in some cilantro, keeping a little bit to garnish the finished dishes, making sure I didn't want to add any more garlic or ginger, adding the lime, and then I'm also adding a couple teaspoons of soy sauce. Not a lot, just a little bit, adds a little depth of flavor. Stir it all around, and then we're ready to serve it up. Just doing a couple of scoops of the rice and then several scoops of the curry. This really makes about 4 good-sized servings. I can't even begin to tell you how delicious this is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Doing so lets YouTube know that people are interested in content like mine. Thank you so much. Have a great day.